Good morning, everyone. So today I'm going to start the video off a little bit different. I'm going to teach you guys how to add exponents in Google Docs if you don't know how. This tutorial is mainly for people using iPads or tablets or their phones. This is how you do it. So say I want to write x squared. I type out my x. I go to this A at the top. Then I press this little thing that looks like an x squared. I press it, and then I add my 2. And then I go back, take it off, and then I proceed to add my equation. I'm going to do it again. Say I wanted to write 3x squared minus 5. So I type my 3x out. I go to the A, that means A paragraph, and I click on the x squared. I type out my 2, go back to the A, undo the x squared, and then I do plus 4x. I don't know, whatever the equation is. Now, if you're on a laptop, it's a bit different. It's kind of hard to show you guys on a laptop how to do it, but when I'm on Google Docs on my laptop, I just press Control, and then I press the period key, Control, period, and it gives you an exponent. And to undo it, you press Control, period again. Now on to our lesson of today. Our topic of today is adding polynomials. I'm going to show you guys how we add 2 polynomials together. Our learning target. Today I can find the sum of 2 polynomials by combining like terms. So I'm going to go straight into it. Problem number 1. Find the sum of the expression below. We have 4x squared minus 5x plus 6. That's one polynomial. Plus negative 3x plus 2x minus 5, which is the other polynomial. So step number 1, you want to identify your like terms. So I'm going to use vocabulary that we learned yesterday. So I see that I have an x squared that is known as a quadratic term. So our quadratic terms are, why it keeps erasing, 4x squared and negative 3x squared. And then I see I have linear terms. They are linear terms because they have an exponent of 1, which is negative 5x, and positive 2x. And last but not least, our constants. Which are 6 and negative 5. So step number 2, you want to combine your like terms. We already know how to do this. What I mean by combining like terms, we just add them together. So starting with the quadratic terms, 4x squared. Hold on, let me rewrite the equation. So we have 4x squared minus 5x plus 6 plus negative 3x squared plus 2x minus 5. What I suggest is to go to the highest variable term value, if that makes sense. Like start with your quadratics and then go to your linear and then go to your constants. So it'll be easier for you to follow along. So I'm going to start with my quadratic terms to combine them together. So I'm going to add 4x squared and negative 3x squared together. And that gives me positive x squared, which is the same thing as 1x squared plus, because 4 plus negative 3 is positive 1. So we go on to our linear terms, negative 5x and positive 2x. We add them together and we get negative 3x plus, because negative 5 plus 2 gives me negative 3. And last but not least, our constants. 6 plus negative 5 gives me positive 1. So our sum to our expression above is the expression x squared minus 3x plus 1. So I'm going to repeat my steps. First things first, identify your like terms so you know what you're adding together. And then after you identify, you know what you're adding together, simply add them together and do it slowly, step by step, so you don't get mixed up with any numbers or any terms. And finally, write your answer out. So here's your problem 2 of the day. I hope you guys have a good day. If you have any questions, you can email me or leave a private comment or a comment on the post. Bye, guys.